Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much to everybody that's been subscribing. It really means a lot seeing all the support on my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So today I just wanted to do a video on my project Use It Up and show you guys the progress that I made this month. This is the finale video for this month, and then today I will also go ahead and film the project Use It Up video for the month of May for my new project Use It Up. So some of this in here will be rolling over to next month, and then I will also be adding other things to this box for my project Use It Up for the month of May as well. But this is my project Use It Up for the month of April, and this is the progress that I made this month. And so I'm going to start with the items that I either did not use or didn't really use, and then I will talk about the items that I did use, and then I'll talk about the ones that I used up or I'm finished with completely. So first I have this Goose Creek body lotion in here. I have a whole bunch of these, so I usually always have some of them in my project Use It Up. So I put this one in here this month because I had it in here last month, I believe. And I actually did not end up using this one at all because I used some of my other lotions that are in my collection. And then I also have another lotion in here that I used a lot of this month. And sometimes I use these as hand lotions, but I actually used other things that I had on hand as hand lotions as well. So I just never ended up using this. And also because of the scent that this one is, I know it says Beach Dreams, so you would think that it's kind of summery and would be also appropriate for spring, but this actually smells a lot like vanilla. So I think I'm just going to wait till later this year and put this back in my project Use It Up. So I did not use this one at all this month, and I'm going to take this out of my project Use It Up for now. So the next one that's in here is Inspire Love. This is part of the aromatherapy collection from Bath & Body Works. This is the fragrance Rose and Vanilla. And this one, I actually did use this like, I think a couple days ago. I used it to freshen up with. But whenever I looked at it earlier, whenever I was marking everything, and by the way, I did mark everything before I filmed the video. I don't generally mark my items while I'm filming. I just go through and mark them before I film. So earlier when I went through and looked at this, I was going to mark it. But this is where I marked it at the end of last month, beginning of this month. And it actually did not move. Even though like I said, I used it, I think yesterday or day before yesterday to freshen up with, but it didn't really move. So, yeah, I'm going to take this one out of my project Use It Up for now because I'm not wanting to use it now. I think I will put it back in here later this year, maybe when we transition from summer to fall. So that's probably when I will put it back in my project Use It Up. But I think for now I'm going to go ahead and take this one out because I really haven't been using it. And the fragrances that I want to pair this with, I'm not really wearing now. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that one out. Okay, so next I have this Pink Vanilla Kiss by Body Fantasies. I love this fragrance so much. And I think I marked it right here at the beginning of the month and probably the end of last month because I think I had this in my project Use It Up last month as well. So you can see how much I have used of it. I think I marked it right here. So this is how much that I used this month. This is another one that I really like this, but I'm not still reaching for this now that we're getting into the warmer weather. So I think I'm actually going to take this one out and put it into storage, and I may possibly put it back in my project Use It Up once we get into closer to fall. I will probably use this as a transitional fragrance. And yeah, and I have a big bottle of this as well, and I want to make sure I'm getting plenty of use out of these, so that's why I chose to put this one in my project Use It Up. So then the next one is sort of the same thing. I have a big bottle of this. I really like this fragrance, and I want to make sure I'm getting use out of it. So I went ahead and put this smaller one in my project Use It Up. And I used a little bit of this one this month. I marked this one towards the very top, and this is how much I used. So I didn't use a whole lot. This is one that I would feel more comfortable wearing or continuing to wear right now. as opposed to the Pink Vanilla Kiss. This one is a little bit more lighter and a little bit more cleaner. But I don't think I'm going to reach for this one a whole lot right now. So I am thinking of taking this one out of my project, use it up until later in the year, but I haven't decided yet. But yeah, so that's how much I used of that one this month. Okay, so next I have this Brooks & Waters White Tea and Cucumber fragrance. This one was marked up here at the beginning of the month, and I marked it down here today. So I used a good bit of this one this month. Yeah, this is a fragrance that I don't hate, but I don't love it. And I feel like once I get to the end of it, I'll be glad to be done with it, because it's just definitely not a favorite. So I've really just been using this one to freshen up with, like usually towards the afternoon, I'll go to my project, use it up basket and find something to freshen up with. And I'll try to pick something that's closest to whatever fragrance I wore that day. And I'll just use that to freshen up with. And then sometimes I will layer with these, the fragrances that are in here, and use them all throughout the day. But this one mainly I've just been using to freshen up with in the afternoon. Sometimes I will spray it on my daughter's clothes. I do believe that I sprayed it on some of her clothes this month. I don't really remember, but mainly this one's just been used to freshen up with. So then next I have this fragrance that's been in here for a while in my project, use it up. I use a little bit of it every month, which is fine with me as long as I'm using it and going through it. I really just wanted to make sure I was getting my use out of this one. So I finally just put it in my project, use it up, and decided to use it up. But this is where it was at the beginning of the month, and this is where it's at now. I have several fragrances in my collection set aside that I am pairing with this, and I'm enjoying doing that. So as long as I'm making progress on this one, I'm happy with it. And then I have the matching perfume to that one. The packaging is opaque, so I can't see through to see how much of this has been used up. But every time I use the mist, I use this as well. So I did use this along with using the body mist, but it's not completely empty yet. Okay, and then I have this hand and body lotion right here. This was brand new whenever I put it in here. And I've just been using this as a hand lotion. With me growing out my natural nails, I have started to use hand lotions and hand creams so much more. So I decided that I would just use this as a hand lotion. And this is where I've got to so far on this month. So yeah, and this is one that I will just continue to use until I use it up. This is a nice like rose amber scent. And so it was perfect for using right now. Okay, and then I have this Renewing Meadow Walk. This is another fragrance from the aromatherapy line at Bath & Body Works. This is in the scent Rose Magnolia, and I marked it up here at the beginning of the month, and this is where I marked it out today. So I did use some of this. This is one that it's not a bad scent, but I just don't really care for it that much. And so I've just been using it to layer it with other fragrances, and been using it to freshen up with as well. So this one I will probably roll over to next month's project, use it up as well. Okay, and then I have this mini Bodycology Wildflowers body cream. I used this as a hand cream. Again, going through lots of hand lotions and hand creams right now. So I figured this would work perfect for that, and it did. And I didn't, have any irritation to my skin or anything like that. Sometimes fragranced hand creams or hand lotions or anything fragrance, sometimes if it's like a cheaper product, it can cause irritation to the skin. So I was concerned about having irritation with this one too, but I did not have any irritation so far with this one. And I never had any with this, so that was nice. And both of them seem to work well as a hand cream. So yeah, so I used that one up that way. And then this is just the matching mini body mist that goes with that one. It's Wildflowers. I don't know if I mentioned the fragrance when I was showing you guys the little mini body cream. On the back it says, take your senses through the meadows with delicate wildflowers and bluebells. So this was a nice scent, and I paired this with Butterfly by Bath & Body Works because I noticed that after I wore this, it was reminding me a lot of Butterfly, and it has little butterflies on the packaging. So I don't know if they meant for this to be a dupe, but it's definitely not an exact dupe. It just smells similar and it reminds me of it. So I wore those together, And I have the entire fragrance combination posted in a community post that I posted today, if you're interested in looking at that. But yeah, so that's how I wore this one. And I believe I also wore it alone. And then I added it on to what I was wearing today as well in order to finish using it up. But yeah, this is a nice scent. I don't know yet if it's something I would repurchase or not, but I did make my way through it and use it up, and it was nice using it while I did. Okay, so next I have this Sunblooms and Suede fragrance mist. This is where I was at the beginning of the month, and I completely used this one up and finished it. And then I have another Brooks and Waters mist. This is in the scent Ocean Flower, and it looks like I was right here at the beginning of the month, and I finished that one up as well. This is another Goose Creek body lotion. This is in the scent Pineapple Cake Pop. This one was where you see the blue line at the very bottom, and I only got as far as I did because I accidentally left this outside and the dog got a hold of it and, you know, chewed on it for a while, and I was very upset about that. But I decided that after that I would not continue to use it because I just didn't feel safe or clean touching this bottle and putting the lotion on at the same time. You know what I mean? Like rubbing that on my body. I just didn't feel right doing that. So I just decided to be done with this one. But it's actually a funny story how it happened, because I left this on the back of my dad's truck, apparently, along with my nail bag. And I thought I had taken this and the nail bag inside with me. And my dad left to go to town and go eat. And I was outside walking around, and I noticed that this was on the ground. And I was like, well, how did that get there? Because I thought that I took it inside. And then when I realized the dog had chewed it, I was like, okay, well, maybe I left it on the porch and the dog got a hold of it. And at first I was mad at the dog, and I was just mad in general, because then I realized if he got my hand lotion, he probably also got my nail bag. So I'm like searching frantically for my nail bag, and I can't find it anywhere. And then finally my dad drives back up, and he comes walking up and he has my nail bag. And I was like, dude, did I leave that in the truck? Because I've looked everywhere for it. I thought the dog got a hold of it, and I was all upset. And he said that once he made it to the restaurant he was going to eat at, my brother met him there and came walking up with it in his hand. And my dad is like, you know, what is that? And my brother goes, well, it was on the back of your truck. So I guess they assumed it was mine and then brought it back to me. But what is crazy is I literally had these sitting on the bumper of my dad's truck, like this and my nail bag. And they rode all the way to town that way, which is like 4 or 5 miles from my parents' house. Then they rode through town and to the restaurant, and the nail bag stayed on there the entire time, which is just crazy to me, because they also have to go up a really steep hill when they're on the road that goes to town, and somehow it never fell off. So got my nail bag, and I was so relieved that the dog hadn't got it and it wasn't lost, and somehow it miraculously stayed on my dad's truck as well. So I do still have my nail bag, but the dog got to it, I guess, like before they left, and that's how it ended up where it was at when I found it. So anyways, I was like, I'm definitely going to share that story on my YouTube channel. But yeah, so I'm done with this, not going to use it anymore. I may still save the sticker and put it in my my journal where I've been putting my labels to empty products and things like that. But yeah, so that's the story behind that. So yeah, so for now, these are all the items that have been in my project Use It Up. Some of these I'm going to take out. Some of them I'm done with completely. Some of them I have finished up. And then some of them I will be rolling over. So y'all stay tuned for the next video if y'all want to find out what all I'm putting in my project Used Up for the month of May. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, make sure you're subscribed. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.